It is great to be here in Los Angeles with the greatest workers in America. Come on now, you got a fist? Let me see that fist, huh? We got a lot of work to do in 2012. You know, let's get to work. They didn't tell me I was following the second most powerful man on the face of the earth. So hell, I like being number 3 in this crowd. That's all right. Hey, look, I love you too. And I'll tell you why I love you. Because you walk the walk. That's what you do. You don't back down, you walk the walk. We've seen it. We need your fighting spirit all across America because you know why? There is an agenda that's being played out on workers in this country that is one word. It is dangerous. And we, as Americans, need to realize that. In governors' mansions and state legislators, we got a bunch of politicians. They're not serving the working folk of America. They're serving the corporate class that funded their campaigns, and they've declared war, class warfare on working families in this country. And we are at a defining moment of questioning, what are we going to do about it? You don't have to go much further than what's going to happen in the coming days, where the Koch brothers are going to hold a fundraiser. They don't know how much money they're going to raise, but they know who the target is. The target is working families in America. And all these billionaires that are giving all the money, you know what they want? They want something in return. Hell, they want your pension. They want your wages. They want your voice in the workplace. And the only thing that's going to stop them is if American workers stay together, stay focused, and are willing to make the sacrifice of the boots on the ground. And AFSCME, you have done that. I've seen you fighting back. I've seen you in action. I was all over Wisconsin. I was all over Ohio, all over Indiana, and all over Michigan. On my shows, you've told the stories, and you're telling the truth. The other side is working hard to silence you. They're afraid of your power. They don't have what you have. They may have money, but they don't have your heart and your spirit. They're going to stop at nothing to get their way. But when I look out, I see activists who are determined to keep going. The movement you started in Wisconsin has empowered the working people from coast to coast. You have garnished the attention of the American people and put a light on what I said is dangerous, and it is. A couple of weeks ago, we took away Scott Walker's Senate majority in Wisconsin. We found out how tough a recall is. We found out how tough it is to fight back against the money. But AFSCME was a huge part of stopping his anti-worker agenda right in its tracks, getting the Senate majority back, stopping everything that he's going to try to do when it comes to fighting against workers. And last week, the great green machine won a huge victory in Michigan. How about them Wolverines over there, huh? The Emergency Financial Managers Law, the one that lets the governor install managers in cities and school districts who can sell public assets and break your contracts. Well, you know what? That's going to be on the ballot in November thanks to AFSCME and the work in Michigan. The ultra-conservatives, as usual, tried their dirty tricks to keep it off. But the truth won out. You beat the hell out of them because you played by the rules, and you did it with the truth. And that's not all. Michigan citizens will vote on whether to enshrine the right to collectively bargain in their state constitution. That's the green machine in action. You did that. And you know what? You've got to keep that machine revved up all the way through November, and you can do it. The people who stand against us are out to destroy the public services that are the foundation of this great nation, including public education, the very institutions that your kids go to every day. Everywhere I go, you know, I hear President Biden, Vice President Biden talk all the time about, show me your budget, I'll show you priorities. Wherever I go, I love to say the great thing about public education is when the door is open, everybody's welcome. The rich, the poor, the gifted, the challenged. That has been a great institution in America. But we now have a political agenda being played out in this country. They want to attack public education. They don't want to fund it. How do I know? There's a governor in Pennsylvania who has decided to send. So I'm telling the truth, right? There are school districts in the state of Pennsylvania that will not get state money. There are teachers that have voted to go to work and not get paid because they care about the kids. This is America. What the hell is going on? They want to attack every institution they can that is going to be part of the Democratic voting bloc. Every union they can take down, that's who they're going to attack. And if it hurts the kids, they'll even do that. You know what that is? That's not only un-American, that's mean. These people are mean. They don't care what the result is. They want to privatize everything. They want to make sure that charter schools, which have proven in many cases not to be as good as public schools, but that's the model they want. They think everything is for profit. We say everything is for the people. It's about the people. It's about the future. It's about the kids. And AFSCME, you folks are the teachers' aides, the food service workers, the bus drivers, the custodians, all part of the great infrastructure of American education. You didn't take these jobs because you were going to get rich. You took them because you care about your communities, you care about your region, you care about your country, and you're willing to sacrifice as you have done in the past. Instead of showing bold leadership and creating real jobs that can support a family, they say, whoa, whoa, hold on here. You're making too much money. Your pension's too good. And oh, by the way, we want to take away collective bargaining. Hell, if you didn't have collective bargaining, you wouldn't have what you have right now. What do you think they're going to do? Give it to you? We have no jobs because we don't have the right to work. That's what they say. It's all garbage. It's bull. You know it and I know it. They want to bust unions and they want to steal retirement security. How do I know? Because I listen to real voices on my radio show every day. Everyone knows unions are the last wall against the flood of corporate influence in government. AFSCME, you are the strongest wall we have today. You must keep up the fight. You must keep up the fight. Thanks to you, we have a chance. Thanks to you, the tide is turning. Your voices are being heard, not just in union halls, but across this country. The middle-class voters of this country know exactly what the stakes are. The uprising in Wisconsin was a pivotal moment in American political history and for the history of workers in this country. It is a wake-up call to every worker in America. We stood up and said, you can't steal this great nation from people whose work is made great. The politicians saw you out in the snow in Wisconsin. They heard you on the streets of Ohio. They can feel the wind shifting from coast to coast. They can attack you from every direction, but they can't take your hearts, they can't take your soul, and let them know they cannot take this fight. We will take this fight. And I want you to know, there's one guy in the media I can't speak for anybody else, but I can guarantee that there's one guy in the media that'll never turn his back on you, and that's me. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I believe in you. I know you're right for America. I know you're right for America. I know what you do is for the backbone and the future of this country. And when they get to the point where they want to take your voice in the workplace and they want to shut down voices in the legislative session, this is not the America we grew up in, and we got to make it right. So right now, it's time for your sisters and brothers to tell how you're standing up and fighting back.